Welcome back to the channel. It has been many moons since I posted a video. I think I posted 2 kind of gun reviews last time, but as far as like the vlog, life type stuff, I haven't really posted anything since turkey season. But I have a good reason why, multiple good reasons. So first of all, if you're new to the channel, I promise I don't go this long without posting videos. Typically I post videos pretty daggum often, but the reason why I have not been posting anything, I'm gonna sit down because this might take just a minute to explain. So, long story short, back during turkey season, I actually had the coronavirus. That's right, COVID-19. I had it, I lived through it. For me, I was one of the fortunate ones that it did not affect me all that bad. I lost my taste and smell for probably 4 to 5 days, maybe around a week. And then eventually my taste and smell came back. Never ran a fever, never had a cough, I had a little bit of a sore throat for a couple days, but that was really about it. So that was a lot of the reason why you haven't been seeing a lot of videos. It's not the only reason, but it is part of the reason. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update as to the beginning part of the summer where I was at. And I know summertime on this channel is a little tough on posting videos. I don't do a whole lot of fishing. I mean, I do a lot of fishing, but I don't do a lot of filming while I'm fishing. I typically take the summertime not really off, but I like to do a lot of gun reviews, do a lot of product reviews, that type of stuff, that type of content during the summer months. Because eventually once deer season comes back in, it's just gonna be full bore deer hunting vlogs, coyote hunting, all the way through, you know, the end of February of 2021. And then it's going to be right back into the swing of things, back into turkey season, and then so on and so forth. So it's going to be, you know, it's balls to the walls for me whenever September comes around. So not only did I have COVID back in the early portion of the year, in the spring of the year, but right around that same time frame, I actually purchased a house as well. So the house was not 100% move-in ready. It needed a little bit of work done on it. Not a lot of work, just a lot of TLC, a lot of just fixing up and kind of doing and painting and sanding and that type stuff. And that's essentially what I've been doing heavily the past month and a half now. Every day I get off work, and again, for those of you that don't know me or know the channel, YouTube's not what I do every day. This is not my full-time job by any means. I work a normal 40 to 50, 60-hour work week, and then I try to fit in the filming and the editing and the videography as much as I can, whenever I can. So me buying a house, going to work every day, and then essentially getting right off of work, going straight to the house and painting, sanding, doing, you know, just miscellaneous odd and end stuff, trying to get the place ready to move in. That's what I've been working on. I know you guys haven't seen the house yet, but it's coming, I promise. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update as to where I've been, why I've been kind of out of pocket, and you haven't been seeing some notifications from Southern Extreme TV here in the past month and a half. I've missed you guys. I have. I mean, it's, you know, I feel like I haven't kept. It's kind of odd if I'm not posting videos, because I feel like I keep you guys up to date on a lot of stuff that I'm doing, what's going on, and I've just been out of hip for a little while. So I've got a lot of cool things to show you guys. We've actually planted corn this year. Josh, the guy that I coyote hunt with, he has come over and planted our property in corn for us. So we've got this top field up behind my house, as well as the bottom field down in the bottom where my uncle shot a really big 8-pointer last year. It is all planted in corn, which I think is going to be phenomenal. It's the first time that this property has ever been planted. So I'm excited to see what this season's going to hold. We have not started running. We have started running some trail cameras, but not a lot of trail cameras. Trail cameras we have out are mainly on some of our big properties that we hunt heavy early season. We've got I know of 2 shooters right now on one property, and then we've got another property that we have leased out with a couple other guys, and a good group of guys. I mean, we share trail camera photos, and we, as a collective group, we try to get together and try to kill big deer. And one of the guys that's in the club actually sent me a photo of a decent 8-pointer that would be a phenomenal deer to shoot with a bow. Really good deer for this county. So I'm excited about the year's going to hold. Last year in 2019, we had a phenomenal deer season, one of the best deer seasons that we have ever had. here in my home state of North Carolina. So I'm looking forward. I've not done a lot of stuff. I'm kind of behind. Obviously, I just told you the reasons why I'm behind on video, and obviously that stuff has translated and corresponded over to my deer season prepping as well. So I don't know if you guys can tell or not, I've got the bow and the arrows out today. Right now I'm filming this, it is 8:23. It's a Sunday afternoon. This is the first time that I have shot this year, and this is not good, guys. This is not the way that you want to prep for a season. Typically, I'm shooting my bow just starting in July, middle to end of July for me. I'm shooting my bow once or twice a week, 3 times a week. And by this point in time, I'm deep into my archery training, and I'm shooting, 90 yards consistently. But with everything that's been going on this year and just the way that my schedule has been, this is life. This is part of it. This is part of not being a full-time YouTube guy, part of not being a full-time hunting professional. This is, I do this part-time. I love what I do in my full-time job, and I also love what I do with you guys on a part-time level. But it's very hard to balance the two sometimes, from the demand that you really need to put into YouTube and to put into your followers. Sometimes I just don't have the time to do it, and like these other guys do. These other guys, this is what they do. I mean, this is what they do 7 days a week. They have time to sit down and go out and go film and create content. And not saying that they don't have things that come up in their life, but this is their full-time job, and this just isn't mine. So I've just got to find the time. But today we are breaking out the COYOTE. Oh my gosh, look at her, so freaking gorgeous. I absolutely love that bow. That bow is new to me last year. Last year was the first year that I had that bow, so I'm excited to start shooting this bow again, see what we can do. Like I said, today I'm probably not going to stretch it out too far. I'm going to start kind of short, maybe 40 to 50 yards, and I'm just going to keep it right there in that sweet spot, and then just start working on repetition, trying to work on my groups. Once I get confident, 30, 40, 50, 30, 40, 50, I might drop back on my last couple shots. Definitely not today, but maybe towards the end of this week, I'll start dropping back, maybe to 60, just testing it and seeing how my groups are. If I keep grouping, then I'll keep testing the ranges and I'll keep going back. Hopefully I'm not going to be far off. So we'll see how I shoot, but we'll sling a couple arrows down range. I'm excited to be back in the groove of things. We're on the tail end of fixing this house up, so hopefully I'll be bringing you guys a lot more videos in the future. Like I said, I just want to give you guys a quick update. It was kind of lengthy of an update, but had a lot of catching up to do, guys. I hadn't talked to y'all in a while, so I feel like I needed to explain a bunch of stuff. So anyway, alrighty guys, first shots of the year. Don't know exactly what's gonna happen on these first shots. Hopefully I don't let an arrow fly and it go way out into left field and hit a tree or something, but oh yeah. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad at all. Let's go shot number 2. Let's see what kind of group we got. Oh, I pulled that one. I don't know if I pulled or if I flinched on that one, but it didn't fly as good as the first one did, I can tell you that. It's gonna be tough there, guys. I don't know what kind of group that is. My first shot I felt pretty good about. My last 2, a little shaky. I mean, you can always tell, like, if you haven't shot in a while, because as soon as you pull back and you get on target, you'll get on target just for a second, and then that pin just starts to walk all over the place. Your muscle memory isn't all that great. So like I said, the first shot I felt good about. The other 2 I didn't. So right here, this is what we're working with. First shots of the year, and this is what you don't want. This is not so first shot was right here, almost dead bullseye, which I felt. I'm aiming for the center one. perfect shot. And then these were the two that I felt myself pull on. I knew I didn't hit where I needed to. So that's all that is it's not the bow, it's not the equipment. This is me not practicing all year, coming straight out and trying to shoot. So that's my first group at 40 yards in 2020. So we've got a lot of work to do in a very short amount of time to do it. I think it's 20 days. I've got a timer set up on my phone. 20 days is not a lot of time to get all this training in, but we're going to do what we can to try to make sure we get as good as we can before season comes in. Let's go shoot again. Well, I am done shooting for today. It is muggy out here. I'm sweating. The good news though is I started out really shaky. I'm talking bad shaky. But again, that's to be expected if you don't keep up your shooting and keep practicing. That right there is just a testament to that. You can't just put your bow up for the year and then just pick it up, take it out of the box the opening morning of deer season and expect to go out and be slinging arrows at a wild animal at 30 and 40 yards. It's just not ethical. The crossbow is a little bit different, but with a compound or a long bow, you've got to put your time in. But the good thing is my last group, I actually grouped it really well, and as you can see there, actually so dang close it zipped the fletching off that arrow, which the good thing is that was my odd arrow out of my last dozen. But it did that because I use these practice tips that come with the Schwacker broadheads that I use. They give you a practice tip in every one of the packs that you buy. Get down here where you guys can see me. So that right there is what I use to practice with. That's as daggum close to the real broadhead as you can get without actually shooting the real broadhead. It's 100 grains, and that right there, if you're not familiar with the Schwacker, that's how it looks when it is folded up, flying through the air. The exact same profile, it's just a different color. But whenever it hits on impact, these blades flip open and you get a 2-inch cutting diameter, which is really nice. So that's why that fletching right there is zipped off. So got to get me a new arrow to go on my practice set, but that's all good. It's part of it. It's part of practicing, part of using your equipment. So I'm done shooting for the day. I'm actually going to shut up. I'm going to ride you guys around, let you guys take a look at what we got going on here on the property, and then I'm going to ride you guys over to the house and let you guys take a look at the inside. It's not done, so you can't judge me because I don't have any furniture, and it looks a little empty, but it is what it is. So getting an old hard bite. I went and picked up some corn from the good old Walmart today. We hadn't had any of our local farm guys cut any corn yet, so the local corn population is not good. It's still growing. Come on now. There we go. I tell you what, it's hard filming and driving a straight drive, hard body. We're gonna go down here and take a look at the bottom. See what's going on here. All right, a little bit of an update. We're not going down to the bottom field. I forgot the key to the gate, and I don't feel like going all the way back up to get the key. So we're gonna look at the top field, go check it out, see what the corn is doing up here. I'll have to show you the bottom field at another time. Whew. So, as you can see, we got us some nice, pretty corn growing. Still got a little bit of growing that needs to be done. Ears on them. They still got to grow a little bit. Hopefully they'll produce. We got this corn got put in the ground late, way late. So I'm hoping, yes, this corn over here looks a little bit better. So what we're thinking about doing is, typically this is all just a wide open field. But because we've got like a little open patch right there in the corn, what we're thinking about doing is right there. Let's see if I can get you guys zoomed in. So if you, I don't know if you can see or not. See right there in the background, there's a ladder stand. That's an old 2-man stand. But in that tree right there, out in the middle of that corn, we're thinking about putting a stand, maybe a lock on, so that we can corn out there about where that orange barrel is at, put some minerals and stuff like that, and those deer will come right down through that gap there and filter out into it. And then you got the hardwoods off down in there to the right side where those deer, they really like to bed. This is a big cutover over here. They like to bed in that cutover, and then they'll filter through the edge of this field and then head down into the acorns. And then when the acorns really get heavy, they'll actually bed off down in that bottom, which is where the other cornfield is at, which we're going to show you that at a different time. They'll bed off down in there and then come through the corn or go through the acorns, whatever they're trying to get to. So I'm excited about this year, guys. It's looking up. We hadn't run any trail cameras on this property yet. We still got to put some out, which that's actually what I was planning on doing down in the bottom. I actually got a trail camera out, but we're gonna put it somewhere else. We're gonna put it over at the house. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get in the daggum truck. Go show you all the house. Let's go put this camera up. All right. Welcome to the humble abode. Obviously, the exterior of the house still needs a lot of work done to it. That ugly burgundy and everything else looks a little funky, but it's all right. We hadn't focused on anything on the exterior of the house yet. Everything that we've been doing upkeep wise has been done on the interior of the house. But pretty much this is it. This is my property. You can see you got the big backyard, wood line all the way around. And the idea is put a bigger deck out here and then archery range all the way down there on that end, so I can practice off the deck and shooting off downhill. Nice little spot. Now we have seen a bunch of deer while we've been painting and stuff, and they come out right in this little area in behind these little trees. Right there goes a rabbit. They come out and they just kind of feed right through here, and then they kind of tuck off down in them woods right there. So we're actually going to put a good old trail camera up and some corn, and we're gonna see what the heck we get on camera. See if we get some coons, probably a couple of rabbits. I'm not telling what we're gonna get, but we're gonna put something out there and see what happens. I like the setup. Corn, and then right there, you see the camera, and right there doing 180 is the house. So I'll be able to have a good little view out of all these windows on the back of the house. If a deer decides to come down and nibble on that corn, when deer season comes in, if it's a big buck, he could get shot right there with the old bow, with the old Hoyt. Put this corn in the back of the truck, and I'll show y'all the inside of this bad mamma jamma. It's not bad, it's actually a small house, but it's gonna do for me. Oh. Got the alarm system.
Alarm off.
I can't be telling y'all my alarm system, but this is it so far. So, got the nice little cow rug. Gonna go down in the living room. So just got the 2 end tables and the coffee table. They're kind of a wreck right now because they were actually like the color of like the bottom of the drawers there, or like the color of this, but I wanted to do them kind of white, like a whitewashed feel. So I've been working on that the past couple days. Right now, we are pretty much done with painting and the finishes on the inside of the house. Get some lights turned on so y'all can see. And again, this place is a little bit of a wreck. No furniture. Well, let me take that back. So We do have a little bit of furniture. I do have my bed. I've got the frame and the mattress. And it's very simple. It's not gonna have a headboard. It's gonna have 2 little pillows right there. 2 closets in the master bed. I have like a little nightstand and dresser right here with a TV up on it. 2 closets, which is pretty cool. Show you the bathroom. So bathroom's completely new, done painting in here. Bathroom is pretty much done. I mean, obviously we've been putting that to good use. And you know, this is one of them things where when you get gifted something, when you buy a house, you don't turn it away. But again, that's a little bit of shimmer, shine in there, and don't hold me to that because I didn't pick that out. But it was a gift, you know what I mean? So you do what you gotta do. So shower curtains in there. This is going to be the mount room. So this is gonna be where I'm gonna have probably my mounts right through there, gun safe, whatever the case may be, little closet where I can put my camouflage in, or a trunk, dresser, whatever I wanna put in there. Pretty cut and dry and simple, very simplistic farm style house. I got a little linen closet right here in the hallway. Hallway leads into the kitchen. Same thing, a little guest bedroom action here. So I actually just got done painting this today. I gotta do a little touch up around the base. I got in a hurry right here. I got tired of painting and my lines are a little, if you know what I mean. But anyway, everything else in there looks good though. It's just this last little, I was tired of painting today is what it was. I was ready to get out of here. Step you on into the kitchen. The kitchen's a little bit of a wreck because this is obviously where we've been washing our paintbrushes and all that stuff out. A little farm table for eat dinner, microwave. Obviously it's an older house, so you don't have like all the bells and whistles like you see in some of these newer, more modern houses, but it will do. Got the refrigerator with not a lot in it. Mountain Dew, that's what I need right there. Mountain Dew, no beer, that's the issue. Which I got some at the house, I just didn't bring it over here. Probably wait till middle of the week to do that. That is good stuff. Wow, that's good. So anyway, this is the kitchen. Nothing crazy, but simple and efficient. That's why I like efficiency. Simple and efficient. So then we'll take you out here. This is the laundry room. Hot water heater there, nothing too crazy fancy. New washer, new dryer. A little window here if you want to look out there, maybe bust a cap on a deer or something. And then eventually, the plan is this is where the deck will be. And obviously right down in there is where we were just at setting the corn pile and the trail camera at. So like I said, eventually I would like to, big picture, whenever I make more money than I make now, have a deck. This would kind of go away, that little thing there. The guy I bought it from did that, which is nice. I mean, it gets me through for what's going on right now, but eventually I want a deck that kind of comes out and expands and is a lot bigger and nicer where I can entertain, grill out, cook out. And then obviously, I would like to be able to shoot my bow, obviously down through there. There's probably, I'm gonna say I can shoot 70 yards. I'm gonna say that's 70 yards roughly down through there, which I mean that's a good little poke. And then when I want to jump out to my 90, you know, I might be able, depending on how big I build this deck, I might be able to come close to 90 if my deck kind of comes over here. I don't know, I might be able to get to 90 across there. I ain't figured that part out yet, but eventually one day, well, there'll be a nice pretty deck here and a place where I can grill some steaks. So the house, all new plumbing, mechanical, electrical, done up on it. So as far as a functionality standpoint, the house is in great shape. It is an older house, so it's got some minor imperfections that you just got to live with. If you people live in an older house or have ever redone an older house, you know what I'm talking about. There's just a lot of like, you know, your crown mold where it's just not really perfect and you try to caulk it and make it kind of look pretty, but it just doesn't work out. And then, you know, your shiplap, you just can't, you know, you can't get in there to paint all that, but that's the point of shiplap, it's not perfect. And then obviously the doors, I don't even want to talk about the doors. The doors are the old varnished and there's like 9 coats. There's like 9 coats of paint on this door. Maybe not that door, but this door. This door that is swinging, done up pretty. There's like, I'm not gonna lie, there's like 7 coats of white paint on there to get it to cover up that wood, and it still needs to be touched up a little bit. But this is it, guys. This is my humble abode. This is where I have been spending my time for the past little bit. This is why you have not been seeing me on YouTube. You've not been seeing me post videos all the time. It's because I've been over here just working and slaving away. But it's going to come together. My plan was to get over here and get in it before deer season. And it's looking like I'm going to be able to do that. There's no reason why I actually couldn't be starting to move in over here at maybe the end of this week, the end of next possibly. It just really depends on how everything goes time-wise. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done for deer season. I got a lot of stands I've got to prep. I got a lot of trail cameras I got to put out. And that stuff takes time, and that time is something I do not have right now with my Monday through Friday work schedule. Plus trying to, it just takes a lot of time. So anyway, well, it's one of the things where I'll get in here when I get in here, and hopefully once I get in here, I'll be able to give you guys some cool videos. I'm ready for you guys to kind of see this room kind of come together with my mounts and everything I got that's going to be going in here. This is going to be kind of like my man cave, if you want to call it that, which I'm a single guy, so I'm living by myself. So it's kind of, this whole house is kind of a man cave, if you want to call it that, but I'm excited about it, man. It's coming together. It's been a lot of work. My family has really helped me out a lot. My mom, dad, they have been over here painting and sanding with me almost every night, and honestly probably a little bit more than what I've been over here working. Yeah, if I work late or something, have to work on a Saturday, they're over here slapping paint on the walls or sanding something. So they've been a huge help, which has been nice. I definitely wouldn't be, the house would not be in the shape it's in right now if it wasn't for my mom, dad, and my grandparents coming over and helping me. So I'm excited about it. The house, you know, is close to a lot of the properties that we hunt and manage. So that means a lot to me, that I'm right here in my hometown and, nearby to my parents and my grandparents. So if I need somebody to come over and take a look at the place, or if I need to go over there for an emergency, I'm right here at it, which is nice. So it's coming together. I'm excited to, actually get some furniture and some TVs and stuff and all my mounts and all that stuff done up, because I'm ready to show you guys kind of the final product. But I felt like today's video was kind of all over the place, just random, but again, I had a lot to kind of catch up on, and some of you guys probably don't give a rat's hoot about my everyday life. Y'all just want to see me shoot stuff or do reviews or whatever the case may be, and that's fine. But there are some people that, at least I think there are. I get some good comments on my daily life type stuff, the vlog type videos. So I just had a lot to catch up on with you guys and kind of explain where I've been at and why I've been a ghost the past couple months. So I appreciate you guys taking the time today to kind of listen to my story on where I've been and what all's been going on in my life the past 3 or 4 months. So I'm excited to get back into the normal swing of things, man. I'm so ready for things to be kind of normalized. I know everything that's been going on now with this COVID-19 stuff, it's a crazy world out there right now, and everybody's just trying to figure it out, and the do's and the don'ts, and just what to do. And I get it. It's a different day and age right now. So I'm excited for things to go back to normal on my end, where I go get groceries once a month or whatever the case may be, and then I'm right back out in the woods, trying to chase a big old white-tailed deer and bringing you guys along for the adventure. So I'm ready for that to come back to normal. And then obviously for this kind of project to wrap up, which it's going to be, there's always going to be little things I got to do here and there, mainly on the exterior. I think the interior, once we get in, once I get it done, the interior will pretty much be set up, and the exterior, I'll have a lot of nitpicky stuff I want to do out there. But guys, I really do appreciate y'all taking the time out of your busy day to hang out with me here on my channel. If y'all are new to the channel, you're new to Southern Extreme TV, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you don't know, my goal is to try to grow this thing to 100,000 subscribers. That's been my goal from day one. Not really from day one, but from whenever I really set out and said that I wanted to take this YouTube thing as serious as I can with the amount of time that I have. I set out that I wanted to hit 100,000 subscribers, and we're a long ways from that. But the channel, I think we just busted 10,000 or 11,000 subs, which is phenomenal. It's a lot honest to God, it's a lot better than what I ever thought this channel would do. I just enjoy doing it. The subscriber count doesn't really, I'm not gonna say it doesn't mean anything, because it does, but at the end of the day, if YouTube took away the subscriber count, I would still do this. I would still do this for you guys, mainly because I enjoy video and I love the storytelling behind the outdoors, and I love trying to bring new people to the outdoors as well. That's, you know, that's part of it, and just sharing my experience and sharing my life with you guys it's just, I enjoy the heck out of it, and you know, hopefully you guys enjoy watching. So if you do, you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button in the top left corner. Again, this is a rarity that I take this much time off without posting a video. So for those of you that have been keeping up with the channel and are still keeping up with the channel, thank you for bearing with me and staying in there and hanging out with me this summer. So a lot more videos to come. We got a lot of prep to do for deer season. I'll try to bring you guys along for all that prep work. I know it's kind of boring, but it's part of getting ready for deer season that you got to do every single year if you want to be successful and you really want to pattern and put a big deer on the ground with a bow, with a muzzleloader, with a rifle. You got to put your time in. You got to cut your lanes. You got to run your trail cameras. You got to feed. You got to do all these things. You got to scout, and then not only that, but you got to be safe. You got to go check your stands that's been hanging in trees for the past couple of years. You got to replace straps. You got to feel confident on that opening morning or that opening afternoon when you go out into the woods that you're going to be safe, you're going to be efficient, and you're going to be in an area where there is a mature deer or a deer that is what you are wanting to harvest off of your personal piece of property. So again, hopefully you guys can pick up some little things here and there from me, and maybe help put a deer in the back of your truck this year. So again, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Hit the subscribe button in the top left corner. I will see y'all next time.